they may feel embarrassed, and this could even stop them from socializing with their friends. But you are also distorting the idea of relationship. How you handle this talk can make a big difference in how your children. Hi there. Hope everyone is doing fine. My name is Navida Fatima and I am a parenting coach. Today's topic is very important and very much needed in these times. Divorce is definitely tough for the couple involved, yet it is often the children who are most deeply affected. During this time, emotions usually run high. There is anger, regret, resentment, and even hate and fear about the future, which makes it hard for the parents to stay calm and supportive. And parents might also struggle with their own issues of self-esteem and emotional security. In the midst of all this, children can feel stuck between two angry or hurt people. This whole situation can create confusion, insecurity, and even fears in their mind. If not handled carefully, divorce can leave lasting scars on a child's emotional well-being. Many children who experience a bitter divorce grow up with negative or distorted beliefs about relationships. They may fear commitment and lose trust in people. Today, I am going to take you through some key aspects of parenting during divorce. Divorce can be painful and difficult, but it doesn't have to be damaging for your children. We will see how you can help your children cope with the emotional and practical challenges that come when a family is going through such situations, and at the same time, how you can take care of your own emotional well-being. This is the part 1 of the topic, and in today's session, we will talk about the best possible way to inform your children about the divorce. Before informing children about the divorce, you need to gauge their ability to understand the situation and how they might respond to it. Understanding your child's feelings is the first step in helping them go through this difficult time. Even though children of all ages can struggle with the changes that happen during a divorce, how they respond to these changes very much depends on their age, personality, and relationship with each parent. Young children up to the ages of 5 or 6 cannot fully understand what is really happening. They may have seen their parents fighting or arguing, which would have scared them, and they might be feeling anxious or confused. As I have explained in my earlier videos, young children need consistency and stability in their environment. Their emotional security is tied to these important factors. Sudden changes in the family atmosphere can make them feel insecure. Kids of these ages are highly tuned to the emotional states of their parents. Their mind is still under the unconscious learning phase, and because their immature mind is trying to make a sense of the whole situation, when they see their parents fight, they may start thinking that they are the reason for this. It is because of something they did that their parents are fighting or not living together. This is just how their mind works. They feel responsible. You need to stay calm and avoid fighting or emotional breakdowns in front of your kids. Otherwise, you won't even know what great damage it is causing to their emotional health. Children in primary or middle schools are more likely to understand that the disagreement is between their parents and not because of them. They are able to express their thoughts, so they can ask questions and can also understand simple explanations. But they may still struggle with the idea of not living together with both the parents and might worry about the future. They may also find it difficult to express more complex emotions, and it is quite possible that they might avoid asking questions for the fear of making their parents upset or angry. Teenagers are more likely to understand the complexities of the relationship. In these times of the internet and social media, divorce and breakups are not strange words, especially to teenagers. But they may feel anxious about how their parents' divorce will affect their own future relationship with each parent. They might feel like their parents are being selfish or don't care about them, which can make them more upset. They are likely to show their anger through tantrums or disobedience. Some children, generally the introverted ones, may become more quiet or refuse to talk. Teenagers are generally very concerned about their image in front of their friends. They may worry about what their friends would think of them. They may feel embarrassed, and this could even stop them from socializing with their friends. No matter the age of your children, you need to be ready for a wide range of emotions after you break the news to your kids. Some may express sadness or anger, while others may become quiet or withdrawn. But it is very important to validate their emotions and provide a safe space for them to talk about their feelings and what they are going through. Talking to your children about the divorce. One of the most difficult conversations parents will have with their children is explaining that they are getting divorced. How you handle this talk can make a big difference in how your children process it emotionally. Keep it simple and honest. When talking to your children about the divorce, be honest without burdening them with the unnecessary details. Considering the age of the child, tell them simply what is happening. It is a good idea that both parents do this together, but keep the talk clean. Avoid avoid blaming each other in front of the kids or creating a scene. Instead, focus on the fact that both parents still love them and that you will always remain a family. For younger children, you might simply say something like, Mom and Dad are not getting along well, so we have decided to live in different houses, but we both still love you very much. Answer their questions patiently. Children are likely to have many questions, but they might not have anything to ask right away when you first break the news. Give them time to process and tell them that you are always there to answer if they want to ask you something. Young children often ask the same questions repeatedly. This is normal. It is their way of gaining a sense of the situation. Keep your answers simple but consistent. Don't give them a new reply every time they repeat a question. They might be afraid of leaving their school or friends. So they may ask things like, Why are you getting divorced? Where will I live? Or will I still see both of you? Or can't you just say sorry? Be patient and answer them as simply as possible. And if you don't know something, it is okay to say that you don't know and would tell them later when things are more settled. In case your children come to you with questions and you are not in the right frame of mind to answer, try not to react impulsively or be angry. Instead, calmly tell them that you will talk to them a little later when you can give them your full attention. You will always be their mom and dad. When children first hear about the divorce, it might be the first time they have heard of the idea that relationships can end because of conflict. This can create fear and uncertainty in their mind as they may begin to worry that if they misbehave or make you angry, you could leave them too. It is crucial to reassure them that while a marriage may end, the relationship between parents and children is unbreakable. Make it clear that your bond as a parent and child is forever and that no matter what, they will never be left alone. You will always be their mom and dad, and nothing can change this fact. Explain it to the children that divorce is happening because of the differences between you and your spouse and has nothing to do with them. It is not their fault. Children sometimes think that they are somehow responsible for their parents' separation, and if they behave in a certain way, they might be able to keep mom and dad together. If you sense that your children are trying to fix things, gently remind them that it is beyond their control and they cannot stop it. Avoid negative comments about your ex. This is the crux of the whole divorce situation. As humans, we have this compulsive need to prove that we are right. You might feel like showing your kids that you are the one who has been wronged, the one who has suffered the injustice, the oppression, etc. Please avoid falling into this trap. Divorce is always painful and filled with conflict. Avoid speaking negatively about your ex spouse in front of the children. You are not even spoiling the image of the other person, but you are also distorting the idea of relationship in their minds. They might grow up thinking that relationships are painful and similar problems would happen with them too. Criticizing the other parent can confuse them, hurt them deeply, because children love both parents and they cannot choose one over another. If you need to vent your feelings, do it in private, away from your children. And there is another downside to this. Sometimes children use what they have heard from one parent to hurt another, simply because they are angry and they do not know how to react. So they just repeat the behavior they have witnessed. Also, do not try to become their favorite by relaxing the boundaries, giving them extra pocket money, or letting them have their way. That is going to be bad for both you and your children in the long run. They might just take undue advantage of this and may develop bad habits. Divorce can be hard, and it is not easy to stay calm and not give in to your feelings or emotions. But you need to remember that your approach and your response to the whole issue are going to dictate how your children see the situation and how they react to it. So try to make it as easy on kids as possible. I hope you liked this video so far. This is part 1 of the topic. Part 2 is coming soon. Do share it with your family and friends and anyone who might be going through the divorce and might need to hear this. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you so much for watching.